When changing a tire, it is best to pull your vehicle into a safe location. For the first car that we will be looking at, this scenario serves as an example of when you change your tire in a flat location, like a garage or driveway. You will begin to locate your spare tire as well as your jack and tools. Generally, these items can be found in the trunk of your car. However, if you are unable to find them, then you could look into your owner's manual. It is also good to mention that if your vehicle does not have an owner's manual, you can easily find a copy online. When removing your spare tire, you should keep in mind that the tire is far heavier than it looks and generally weighs from 25 to 30 pounds. So lift with your legs, not your back. Now, you have to start loosening your lug nuts, but do not remove them all the way just yet. This is important because if you do not loosen them, the tire will spin once it's in the air. If you remove the lug nuts before the wheel is jacked, the wheel can fall and make the car fall as well. Now, you will place the jack underneath your vehicle. Most of the time, there's a designated indentation underneath the pinch weld or frame rail. A pinch weld is when there are two bodies welded together and welded, and the frame rail is the frame of the vehicle. However, if you are having a hard time locating it, please review your owner's manual as it looks different for every vehicle. Once you have jacked your vehicle, make sure that neither your feet nor legs are near or underneath the car in case it drops, as it does weigh a few thousand pounds. Okay, now that the tire is off the ground, you can now remove the lug nuts and begin to retrieve your spare tire. Keep in mind that the flat tire is a different size than a filled one, therefore, when jacking the vehicle off the ground, you should raise it higher than the flat tire's size. You will tighten the lug nuts up to where they are snug with your hand. Once the vehicle is lowered, you will then proceed to tighten your lug nuts as tight as you can in a star pattern. This helps evenly seat your wheel onto its hub. Now, we are going to take that same vehicle, but outside where the car is facing a decline. Normally, you would want to find a flat surface away from the road. However, if you cannot, this is one example on how to do it. Firstly, you are going to place the wheel chock in the direction of which the wheel would roll. Now, a wheel chock can be a fixed item you can buy in an auto store. However, if you do not have one, you can use a block of wood, a brick, and so forth. It's recommended to place at least 2 wheel chocks when working on a vehicle, because in some cars, the drive wheels are either in the front or the rear of the vehicle. When you jack your car up, the wheels will then be in the air and no longer in park, as it has nothing to hold it in place except for the wheel chock. This also applies to the parking brakes. When changing a car in a decline like this, be aware that the car is not on level footing, so you do not want to lean or still be sitting inside of the vehicle, as with too much pressure, you can end up knocking it off the jack. So, for this example, we will be changing our vehicle and placing it near the highway. Now, we would like to express again that we highly recommend that you park in a safe, flat location away from the highway. You can drive on a flat from 5 to 10 miles an hour as long as it's not too fast until you find a safe location away from any moving vehicles, as it may save your life. However, if you are unable to do this, then this is what you can do if you find yourself near the highway. You would want everyone outside of the vehicle and at least 50 feet away from the road, except for the person working on the vehicle. In this footage, we see the technician using his body weight to loosen the lug nuts. Normally, we do not recommend this, as this method could very much end up in you splitting your lug nuts, making them unusable, or even slip and fall, causing further injury, or having you get hit by a car. However, in an emergency, this can be an option. Reasonings why your lug nuts are that tight could be for numerous reasons. One reason is that the shop in which you had previously brought your car in to be serviced could have over-tightened the lug nuts. Your lug nuts need to be tightened from 100 to 120 foot-pounds. Then you will be able to loosen them by hand. However, if it has been years since the car has been serviced, it will be much more difficult to get the lug nuts off, as you would need to seek professional assistance from a shop. However, a way in which you can avoid this from happening is right after you have had your vehicle serviced, go and check the tightness of your lug nuts while still at the shop. And if they are over-tightened, then you must go and inform the technicians. When jacking up the car, you must be aware of your environment. The jack could easily slip beneath the gravel, and if it's on dirt, the jack could even sink. Another way in which you can avoid this is by seeing that you are capable of loosening your lug nuts before going on a trip in case the situation were to happen.